Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fableheim and Iratus, Lord of the Dead. We resume the Memescendence where we left it off, and today I fulfill my promise to all of you. We have completed the destruction tree. We have seen one attempt at the Spellslinger. And today, we raise our spell power to levels not seen before. We have, tanking for us today, Haster, an Eldritch Abomination, child of Yog-Sothoth, the Eldritch Abomination that has blessed this run with true RNG. Now, as the tank, I fully kitted Haster out. He has full legendaries, because a Lich in the first position is not usually what you want to see. Usually not. So with all of this stat points, we have maxed out block. Haster begins combat with 2 wards and 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. 3. I've also brought his accuracy up to 131. I like 130 as my new threshold. Thank you, Solus, for the recommendation. I have upgraded Vigor twice to bring to 110. And of course, I have to max out attack. Come on. Now, as far as items, the Drop of Divinity. This is kind of in place of the Vampire Fangs. I would love it if he could heal himself, but we have not found another one. We found 2 this run, so I really can't complain that much. Although I'll try. Drop of Divinity increases all damage dealt by 15% and reduces all damage received by 15%, so I'm hoping that that kind of helps out. Now, the thing that makes this work in the first position is a theory, and that is the Warrior Bones. Reduces physical damage received by 40%, but increases magic damage received by 40%. So this theory, I believe it was Kirovets, correct me if I'm wrong, had this idea for the zombie, because the zombie can have an unnatural amount of resistance. The Lich, not so much. But we'll see if it's enough to offset death, basically. 'Tis the plan. And we have resurrected Raziel. Now, I typically don't resurrect names unless it's a Lich, but Raziel, in the Legacy of Cain, was resurrected. Unwillingly, I think, but so he's back. Just like last time, everything is the same, except I have also given Raziel Dark Gate. We tested this last time, and we know that the plus 24 spell power for 2 turns stacks. So we're gonna stack it. Incantation has returned, the same as ever. I don't have a Void Flame for him, so I was debating giving him the Unholy Water just to kind of sit there and look pretty. Which I think I'm going to do. I just don't want him to die. Even though, oddly enough, it was Raziel that died last time. You know, you can have the Alabaster. Reduces damage received from elite enemies by 20%. Great. And last but not least, Maka. I believe this was from Rokon, right? This name suggestion? Sorry if I got it wrong. Maka was from Irish folklore, and there were actually quite a few Makas. The one that the suggestion referred to was the Maka in which she appeared out of nowhere and married a dude who had a widow, or who was a, what do you even call the male version, where their wife died. And she said to her husband, "I will remain as long as you don't talk about me." And, of course, the husband, he grew in wealth, and then he started boasting about his wife and how she could run faster than the king's chariot, pulled by the king's horses. So the king held him on pain of death until his wife came and raced the horses. Then she won, but she was in childbirth, so she died. And then she cursed the entire area. That's a very weird story. But hey, Maka is here. So, instead of cursing the entire territory, she is here to apply her Worship Him buff, which gives us 16 spell power and gives her 10 attack and 10 dread. Remember last time when we we couldn't kill anything that wasn't killed by our spells? That's not going to happen this time. Maka has, well, 1 block, which is the most. Then the rest of the points went into attack, a few went into vigor, 3 to be exact. And then I upped evasion and luck a little bit. The bride has not made much of an appearance. Has she made any appearance? No. This is her first appearance. So, we'll see. It is also, I should also point out that she's the only character that can apply a spell power buff in the final position, which is why I put her here. I was also debating putting the Lost Soul here, The Lost Soul. Good girl. She can do the talent reset if we wanted it. And she also can heal. I'm looking at Haster. Heal whoever takes damage, so I thought maybe she'd be a good choice, but I'm going full spell power. I'm leaning into it. So here we go. I also wanted to give the Hail of Chaos to somebody. Do you want it, Raziel? Raziel doesn't do damage, so it would be kind of wasted on him. I thought about giving it to Haster, but I was like, no, he needs the Drop of Divinity. We'll hold the Halo... Nope. Maka can be chaotic. She cursed an entire land. That's good enough for me. So here we go. Oh, artifacts. Artifacts are important. I'm a little torn on exactly what I want to use. I'm bringing the Power Fist because Chain Lightning's awesome. We learned that. The Void Pendant gives us plus 16 spell power. I'm definitely bringing the Archmage's Robes. This will cause all enemies to lose 1 ward at the beginning of each battle. Wards block spells, so I don't like them. I currently equip the Destruction Maul. This, at the start of combat, all enemies lose 1 block and 1 ward. This, on More Pain, deals with basically every enemy's starting block and ward. It's like 2 at most, and some enemies have 3 like the Shadow Elf. But I was debating between this and the Lancet for more spell power. There's really no point in having the Spirit Spear. I mean, we could try and stack the Spirit Spear, but the reason why I say there's no point is because Iratus is probably going to be getting a few of the kills. And Iratus can't get more damage upgrades. It'd be sweet if I could. But yeah, we're going to try this. We'll see what we see, and we'll go from there. Sound good? We'll even gambling chip this.
Embellishes my undead features.
Another option, by the way, before we ride off to battle, is to use the Ring of the Overlord in place of the Power Fist. I don't like it because I like Chain Lightning, but this would allow us to begin combat with full Wrath, which would activate our blood magic really fast.
This item finds its way into my capable hands.
Actually, we could do the exact same thing with the Iron Heart. How much Wrath do we start combat with? It's 15, 30, 60. So we could basically begin with full Wrath. We'd lose 16 spell power. So we basically start with full Wrath with the Iron Heart, which goes here, right?
It embellishes my undead features.
All of those are thoughts and feelings that we can assess as we march forward. Now, with the channeling, or gate, excuse me, on both Raziel and Incantation, our mana recovery is not good. Oh, it doesn't stack from different people. Oh, it does. There we go. We're at 171. Beautiful. We are at, show me the numbers, 187. You still have a ward. So the question is, let's pop a spell. We're gonna pop a spell. I don't really need Tail of Teeth. Everyone here does magical damage. Well, the bride does physical in that position, doesn't she? Nah, whatever. With a Destruction Maul, we can kind of offset that. So here we go. A bibbity, bobbity, boo. That wasn't bad. They do have a lot of resistance, don't they? That's really gonna hurt, by the way. The shadows dance. And as they hit our good old wraiths, if the wraiths dodge, they will hit back. Not for a whole lot, but for a bit. So let's contribute to the Demahe with our good old bride. What do we think is the biggest threat here? It's actually one of these things in the back. But we'll shoot him. The ward's gone. Oh, I should have used a magic spell. That was a turn. I think
my kingdom comes.
We're about to take a lot of Demahe. We have 271 spell power. That's what I thought. We're about to take a truckload of damage. Maybe not. His damage is reduced at the moment. Okay, come on. Don't hit Hester. What does this do? At the start of the Elite Emblem's turn, all allies receive 2 blocks and 2 wards. I can't say I'm a huge fan of that. Oh, look at this damage. Alright. The start of the Light Elemental's turn. Alright, cool. We'll just refresh this, grab some magic, and then we'll dumpster her with the Bone Obelisk. Alright, we have 271 max damage.
Monuments of murder.
Looks good to me. This has a lot more setup than I was expecting. Oof, and it didn't even kill her. Let's Dark Gate again. Oh, that's blocked. Wow, we've used a lot of mana. These things have way more health than I was expecting. Zap? Zippity zap? We could just kill them. I'm a little afraid for Hastir's safety, but let's see what happens. Okay. So you've entered the stance. She should die. Shrapnel.
Toss them in with the rest.
Okay. It's also worth pointing out that the reason... One of the reasons Hastir is in the front position...
A sad display for mortal kind.
One of the reasons he's there is because... Not you. Shrapnel ba-da-bum-bum, deals damage to 2 random enemies and an ally in the first position. But if the Lich is the first position, then it doesn't trigger. Does that make sense? I hope so. Well, what did we think? We had thoughts, right?
Ah, the smell of successful alchemy.
We thought, could be better. Could be worse. Do we want to just crush bones? Just crush their bones? Break their souls? To be fair,
Fetching.
only costing 22 mana is pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so the Light Elemental also has 3 blocks and 3 wards. That's good to know. We got rid of everyone else's though, so we're gonna get a zap. A good zap here. I don't care about this debuff. I don't care in the slightest. We aren't gonna have our blood magic buff, but I am gonna zap some people. Actually, let's see how much Crush does. I don't need this. Sure. Ooh. Okay. So we could bring in a Banshee and just absolutely crush everything. Because this is double damage if the target is stunned. Right now, with our 187 spell power, it's sitting at 50 plus 187. That is 237 damage. What about you? And you? You don't need to stun anyone, really, so we'll just give him a good zap. Give him the zap. As always, the biggest threat here is the Mercenary Captain. But, so far, I'm not threatened at all. Blocks are such a good idea. Look at all his armor. Your armor is annoying, bro. I was also thinking of a way that we could strip all that. And we could have given... 2. There are a few ways we could have done it.
This is my kind of entertainment.
But in the end, obviously, I didn't.
Monuments of murder.
Cool. Well, she's dead. So I guess I'll just debuff this guy. Oh, I should be restoring my mana. Yeah, that was all of our mana. Our restoration is not very good, as mentioned. But, oh, and I can calcinate for even more spell power. I forgot about that. I nearly 2 damage this guy. Ooh. Start hitting my race so they can shoot you, bro. This is gonna take a while. Until we get a crit. Beautiful. Oh, less beautiful. That's fine, we can use this opportunity to regenerate mana. Calculated. Kind of. I suppose I could just move positions here and set them on fire for fear damage. Or I can just do that.
So
that works
this
too.
world will be mine.
Literally 0 damage taken. Beautiful. The Robes of Potence! Those are great robes. They're actually just fantastic. We have 4 talent points, so
The formulae reveal their secrets.
pick up Scalpel Artist. We're gonna get it, team. We're gonna get Master of Alchemy. Beautiful achievements. I love achievements. Give me all the achievements. We can also use the Acid Glands. I'm using
Behold my work.
the Orb of Negation because we have 2. As for where we're going here, can you guess? We're going left. So, of course, as tradition dictates. Whoa. No. I managed to click outside of my game and almost close OBS. Okay. Well, misclicks aside. Goodbye, Dark Knight. Farewell. The heck? Oh, the Headhunter item. The Headhunter has an additional 5% chance to kill an enemy. What? Oh, shoot. Oh, I couldn't have done anything about that. So the sacrifice gives you a random item if you already have the consumable artifact. So just because we just picked up the Book of Ancient Wisdom, we couldn't get one. Also, you can see here, they list where your global buffs are. We have 15 spell power from our calcination thingy-maboober. So, yeah, we're going to move on to battle. To combat. Glorious combat. And I'm pretty happy with just about everything, honestly. Like, maybe I get another ward for Hastir. Maybe I just save for Vigor. Saving for Vigor seems pretty strong. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to Maka's chaotic buffs. I'm going to do a better job at that. We have the thing. I don't like Infused Dagger with what we're currently running, so let's try the Lancet.
Fetching.
Just rotate through all of my weapons until we find one that we like. 'Tis the plan. Also, both shades are maxed out on initiative, so they can open up with the Dark Gate. 153, 177. Beauty to behold. Yes, miss me, you fool. As mentioned, we aren't using the Spirit Spear, but we could try. 217 spell power. We could try to increase Maka and Hastir's Damahe, but I don't know. Do I want to set him on fire? I kind of do. 62 mana is a lot of mana, though. Alright, let's do it. This is Skullfall, in case you haven't seen it before. It's hot.
Say hello to my burning friend.
Now, we didn't have Blood Magic active when we did that, but this will... I think it's best to open up with that, because that gives us 3 turns of 64 damage. I'm not going to use my Wrath ability. I considered it. Also, I think I'm going to bop this guy. Oh, he's in the way. Good.
Maybe I'll craft this one into furniture.
Get zapped. Lil. This is going well. It's a bit mana intensive, but it's going well. I did give the Unholy Water to someone, right? That's something I did. Oof. Show me my buff.
One more for the stockpiles.
25 accuracy, 25 evasion. It's beautiful. You love to see it. Give me my mana. He's gonna burn to death. Opening up with Skullfall was pretty good, actually. I liked it a lot.
Mop up the gore. I'd hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
The spirit set is complete, my friends. Again, not horribly useful when you're the one killing everything, but it is complete. Steel, please. Thank you. Two more talents. We get my achievement. More experience, please. So what are we fighting? We're fighting a knight mercenary camp. Ooh. This could be a stickler. I'm gonna equip the destruction wall.
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
I was gonna say, wasn't there a ring that did something about removing stuff, but it's removing a block. I don't care about blocks. I care a little bit, but not that much. Just a wee bit. So we're going to snack our spell power and such. Oh, I didn't calcinate again. We're going to stack our spell power and then we're going to set everyone on fire. Maybe we're not. I'm thinking. I don't want to because the... Oof. Just kidding, we're going to. I didn't want to because she had a ward and it wouldn't affect her. But now she doesn't have a ward. 58. Not bad. We are also healing for 5 every single turn because we are stacking up our wrath and not really doing anything with it. Zach. Pop. So he's dead. I'm gonna shoot you.
Perish!
Look at that damage. We have the accuracy and evasion buff again. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Don't hit. Okay. Oof. You lived. Oh, just kidding. Oh, you lived. Our poor shades. He's gonna die, so that's good. I guess I'll just start peeling away the blocks here. There's not much I can do. I don't really want to use mana. Maybe I should. Owie. Why you gotta do this, lady? I suppose I could, again, move their positions and then kill her, but...
A predictable outcome.
I know, obviously I know why they did it, right? But I don't like that you can't use the fire spell from the third position.
It's no gold, but it will do.
It's obviously because it would be super powerful. I'm talking about this. The flames of passionate love. This is actually a really good ability. I like it a lot. But, and this, my friends, is why you should read the map. Maps are great. Oh well. What's done is done. No point regretting it. Here's the real chest, though. We have an elite mercenary, captain, elite inquisitor, elite paladin, elite priestess. So we are definitely going with the destruction maul. And... oh, this has changed. All enemies lose 8 initiative until the end of battle. I was fairly certain that that removed all initiative. We'll use the mana crystal. I'm saving the mana source for the boss. I'm definitely not going into the boss without it. But the mana source should make our first spell free, which, I mean, no matter what we use first, it's pretty good. Hopefully we get an opportunity to use Skullfall first again. But that will depend on whether or not the priestess gets her ward removed. Great. Whoa, why is my ward removed? Uh-oh. How much is this? Why does Hastur have no wards? I'm confused. Don't tell me the Maul removes my own wards. Well, we have a few options here. We are sitting at 100 Wrath, which means Skullfall's gonna do work. I guess I can see if I roll a 50-50. Did not. Right. I wanted to see if I rolled the 50-50 to hit her and remove her ward, but as stated, we did not. I'm gonna go ahead and dispel, I think. I'm really worried about Hastur. But I really want more spell power. We should be fine. The Paladin goes next. Alright. Full greeting it up. 266 spell power. 290. It hurts. It hurts so much. If I do another Skullfall, we guarantee the win in just a few turns. Oh, super greed. Remember, true damage is a little bit different than, oh, duh. Oh, Hastur is dead. No! I forgot that elite battles were on a whole nother level.
I suppose I can craft a few hundred more.
And Raziel's dead. That's not good.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Let's see. I don't want you setting me on fire. And this is a lesson in always killing things that set you on fire.
You will soon embrace your new existence.
I was really greedy and not dispelling. But, I mean, I'm not sure why anyone would expect anything else from me at this point. Lived at 1.
Become part of the breathless tide.
Alright, let's see what we get back.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
So we got the Void Flame back, we got the Dust back, Coward's Foot, and Funeral Coin. No! As soon as it came, it ended. Well, great. Necromancy power!
Transformation, the will becomes free.
What this does is that after using Distillation, all minions deal 10% more damage and receive 10% less damage for one battle. It's much like this, just the other thing. Okay. Well. Why is it always Raziel that dies? We've had 2 comps now that use 2 shades. And both times, it's Raziel that's died. Well, we also have a ton of funeral coins now. Okay. Well. We did what we could. I mean, it was a lot of fun. Does that count for something? Let me check. Let me read this. All enemies lose 1 block, 1 ward. I still don't know why I didn't have any ward at the start of combat. But hey. Here we are.
It embellishes my undead features, no?
Can you tell what I'm about to do? We're about to go ham.
It embellishes my undead features.
You know what? You can have this. Their health doesn't matter to me anymore. Spirit Spear, Spirit Chainmail, Triple Mummies, Dark Knight. It's about to get real. I still can't believe this doesn't trigger his stance. Like, that was a whole episode ago, and I still can't believe it. Rah. I don't have any... Nope. I don't have any spells that inflict stress damage, because I didn't go down the magic tree.
Rot their flesh and their soul.
Well, not much down the magic tree.
Give them no mercy.
It's beautiful. So if I wanted to try and reimagine the Spellpower build, I don't think I would do anything much different. There was a great suggestion a while ago, so I can't remember who said it, sorry. That
I hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
For mana return, if you had a Lich with Shrapnel, and in the first position you put a Bone Golem, and the Lich had Mana Essence,
Frail bodies fail.
which restores, I think it's 10 or 15% of the damage dealt as mana, then the Lich would be quite the mana battery for you. And that's a great idea. And one that we could use without needing a Warrior Bone. But we don't have a Mana Essence. Oh, no. No one shot, please. Alright, good enough. And that's why the Zealot is really annoying. Did I heal before... I heal before the initiatives.
Born was your first mistake. Opposing me? Your last.
It's kind of annoying, actually. Oh look, another banner dude. The hardest fight. Unless I just, you know, one-shot him. That makes it a little less hard. So I also... Whoops! One of the other things I promised, and I'll do...
Ah, the smell of successful alchemy.
for next time, was 169. Nice. I promised... This is an initiative. Initiative is max. Dread, initiative, then luck. I promised Murder Banshee, and we will see Murder Banshee. I will do it. Am I bold enough to let Amenhotep III? No. I'm pretty bold, but I'm not that bold. Also, you know what? What if we did some gambling? I should probably do that off camera. Half a legendary dust. I think we looted that from Hoster's corpse. So, put it to good use. Wow. The Dark Knight does not scale luck very well. Interesting. I'm curious also about something with the crow's paw. What if I just dumpster them this way?
Fetching.
I'm gonna have to kill the standard berry. That's nothing I can't manage. If... Why do you have so many wards? If... the Dark Knight has the crow's paw. Would every touch apply the crow's paw debuff? I don't know. I'm glad he put that on the knight instead of the champion, who I missed anyway. Alright, all of the wards are out of the picture.
Your frail bodies fail you.
Now I just need the center bearer to get up here. Goodbye, all of your luck. Did you remove my debuff? No. No, you just put on something very annoying. Well. Okay, we'll have someone else do this. Someone who's slightly better at it than me. Also, I'm pretty sure... That's right, I can't reach you. That's why I can't do it. I am pretty sure
of life.
that his feature doesn't affect him. Yeah, it says his allies. So move you two.
Terror will overflow.
There we go. Don't you dare do what I think you're okay. That's fine. This is still really powerful, even when 3 of the 4 enemies are taking less stress damage. Damage received is increased by 35%. Huh.
Savor these last few heartbeats.
The good news is that that is Nakreen, and Nakreen is the one that eats buffs. See? Beautiful. Pretty convenient, actually. Pierce to the plate. Your plate doesn't mean anything to me, bro. I don't know if you knew that or not, but...
Your frail bodies fail you.
Beautiful. The hilarious thing is, this could kill the last boss.
As your suffering ends, your service begins.
Symbol of Fortune, minions gain 13 luck and lose 13 accuracy. I don't like anything. All minions receive plus 16 luck until battle ends. Interesting. I don't like anything that reduces accuracy, but that reminds me of a comment. Kirovets, thank you. Was it Kirovets? I think it was you, Kirovets. Critical hits by minions and enemies deal 30% more damage. I don't like this ring because if you get crit, you saw what the champion was critting for, right? It was pretty terrifying. Imagine 30% more of that. It might have actually killed one of our mummies. But there's a character that cannot be crit. So if you had a team of Dark Knights, the Ring of the Leprechaun would have no negative side effects. An interesting thought. I don't know if 4 Dark Knights make that worth it, but, you know, it's an option. I was also thinking that maybe with the mummies, if you actually are capable, if you have time to reduce enemy luck enough that they have no luck, maybe that would work. It'd be really risky, though. Super risky. Uber risky. Why is there another standard bearer? What if I just kill it? I don't really have a tool to facilitate that. What am I putting my points on? This.
Hey, I want to show you a little magic trick.
Overwhelming Ire would be good, but if we get Slake the Darkness, I can spam that. In fact, I can probably get Slake the Darkness right meow by just tossing some of this crap that I don't want. Timberblade is pretty good. No. It's going to be really hard for me to use an item when I'm not getting more crit. I did something I want to test with Insurance Deal, but I don't know if that's going to happen now. Screw block. The fact that it's all minions actually makes that pretty good. Oop. Oh, I'm right on the precipice. Okay. Alright, there we go. Wait, what was I thinking? I only get 1 talent point from that. Duh. Alright, well, besides me not thinking, that's fine. None of that was really necessary. It's hard to find an item, or a weapon, excuse me, that's going to go over the Spirit Spear. Until we're, like, fully jacked. Also, as far as... Oof.
Extinguish hope.
We're going to have to survive one turn without, like, any of the curses on the field. So I hope we can. As far as armor is concerned, going over the Spirit chainmail, the Robes of Potence are amazing. Like, I think they're probably the best armor in the game. For, like, if, you know, stats and stuff. So when you aren't murdering everything for more health, I think it's the best. Also, this will probably be our last combat for today. Sorry that the destruction thing ended prematurely. I should have been a little bit more... what's the word? Cautious? I should have known that going up against 2 spellcasters with Warrior Bones equipped was a questionable move at best. But hey, we got to see it work.
I didn't think it would be this easy.
Which I guess is something. Again, if we were trying to make that efficient and less memery,
This will be yours.
you'd probably have a Bone Golem. Actually, you could probably say that for all builds, right? If you wanted a super efficient build, you need a Bone Golem, I think. Like, he's mandatory in most builds, I think. Unless you're doing something really weird.
My kingdom comes.
But weird things work sometimes. Like stress builds.
Mine is the winning side.
Martyr ranks. I talked a lot about the martyr ranks last time and how terrible they are, but there's... Solus pointed out an interesting idea with them. Where are you? Oh, there you are. I wasn't thinking of him being blue. With the Blood Phantasm, this ability, the Mark of Retribution, specifically Mark of Vengeance, is a lot of damage. Look at that, 66 to 70. That's a lot of damage. So, putting that on someone that has a ward ability, a warden ability is what I call it, which is like the spider, or excuse me, putting that on someone who has the martyr ranks equipped would basically be putting this on 2 people, so it has double the chance of proccing. Now, the real question that I had was, there aren't very many characters, I think, that could survive the punishment of 2 creations. Because with other characters that have this warden type ability, such as the Black Widow, and now the Skeleton, they can turn theirs off when they want to. And there were a number of times when I was using the Black Widow as a warden only that I wanted to turn it off. I didn't mean to do that, but sure, more accuracy is great. I was still busy thinking. So, for today, that shall conclude our journey through the 4th floor. Just kidding. Let's grab this first. I was going to be a little tilted if it gave me the Vampire Fangs now. The Sacrificial Stones, the minion restores 100% vigor when an ally dies. Boo! The Bone Skull, if the minion starts their turn in position 1 or 2, they receive +5 vigor until the battle ends, stack up to 5 times. Interesting pointing out that this is, first of all, it's healing. So it will heal 5 when it gives you 5. And if you have, say the battle went on for 5 turns, and your character has 25 more health than their base health. So if they have 100 in your crypt, and they end with 100 and say, I don't know, 113 or something, your creation will come back to you at 100 health, so full health. It's pretty nifty. I don't know how many characters this is good on. It's probably pretty good on the Bone Golem, because he scales stuff with his health, but I prefer using, like, actual damage mitigation stuff. And the Unholy Water. Iratus' spell power is increased by 18. Let's take another one of those.
What they
Why not?
just leave lying around.
Why not? So let's take a look at how our spirit stacks are progressing. For Falric, Falric is capped. Max damage from the Spirit Spear. He has 4 stacks of the Spirit Chainmail. So plus 8 vigor, putting him at 111. Someone make him a wish. The Ever-Living Mumra, fully stacked with the Spirit Spear. And 3 stacks of the Spirit Chainmail. 6 more than usual. Nakreen, 7 stacks of the Spirit Spear. And 3 of the Chainmail. And Amenhotep III, fully jacked. That must have been from last time. Or before I equipped this. Yeah, so last time. No stacks of the Chainmail. That explains why he's almost dead. Not really. It's just, Just being funny.
The smell of successful alchemy. Ugh.
So next time, I think we're going to do some Murder Banshee stuff. We do have her slipper, and we'll see what we can make work. I do not want her in the first position. I think that's something I should say right now. But we'll see what we can do. I also have the Spirit Necklace, which is something I was debating last time. So Spirit Necklace, Robes of Potence. There it is. And maybe Morgenstern is the combination. Even though I do want to increase her power. I want to see how evasive she can be. Morgenstern offsets the Spirit Necklace, which is pretty nifty. We'll find out next time. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. The destruction ended a bit prematurely. But our stress team, our sit back, relax, and fire my laser. It's always a good thing to fall back on. Bye-bye.